Hey, hey, yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars.
Coach, the snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Let's go now.
54.
54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Rush in, rush in.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, Good Come. Check 52.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here we go. 50 set. 10, touchdown. I got one. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Neil, 6 guys. Check 6 sets.
On second down now. It's Armstrong. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check Mike 54. 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. No. 36. Check. Cross.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
We got double up.
Now he's flushed out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Shift. Go.
They'll try the left side. Bernstein, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 9 now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jam him, jam him, jam. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Go. Yeah, man, I got him. He's mine.
On 1st down, Armstrong. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Watch the whip. Check safety, check safety. Out. Back. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Check, 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 59. Go. Nice, Mike. Check.
To throw is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Who that?
Take four.
They'll try the left side. Bernstein. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, baby.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hit it.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Ready.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check the out read.
Now back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken around the 12. We're scoreless after 1. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ready. 50 to Pittsburgh. Mike 54. Tackles. Joker. Max Fox. Right. I got motion.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 31.
Undercrush.
Go. Watch out. Kill.
Now a give, right side. Armstrong. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Right there. 54, right? Here we go. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We don't want this.
Deuce.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Able to find Isabella. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards
Check,
on
check.
the pickup. It's second and 8.
Fresno. He's checking. Crash. Check him out.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Deep. Alert 3. Kill.
On second down now. It's Armstrong. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Come on, set. Motivation. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Yeah, that's right.
Check.
On second down, it's Armstrong. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let him know. Slam. Mike's by four.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Check 13.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now. Let go.
On second down now, Bernstein. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood. Blue draw Corkers. Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. That's taken in by Callaway. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
51
80 weapons. Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bernstein. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's calm down. Let's go. Check pass. Mike 51. Watch the run.
2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Got it.
51. Hey, here I come.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
51, Mike 51. Tighten up.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. 34 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Bring it. Kill. Big air. You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
I'm here all day. Check. Drop. Squeeze.
Murray going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Dobbins, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's going to be
on third down, Dobbins. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Tighten up. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bernstein. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready to break.
Mike 57.
Bravo.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Greystone travel.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Go.
Slant, watch the slant. Motion, motion.
Fire.
They'll run on first down. Bernstein. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 or.
Watch the curl, watch the curls.
Hey, Delta.
Check 50, check 50. Nice 57.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7. Big grip, big grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernstein. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Nixon will try the right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Yo, go, go!
They'll try the left side. Bernstein. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
61, matchbox lights. On the ball.
57's right. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw.
Give me some. Give me some.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, you got deep? Go, Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
In your face.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Hatchet.
Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Check curls. Shoot! Watch this. 2-6.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Samuel, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This one caught by Isabella. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He sets to fight, and this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Jets first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Ready.
On 1st down, Bernstein. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bernstein. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Mike 51. Let's go, defense.
Ready? They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, get him, get him.
Mike.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Raiders, a final win here means they'll finish at 14.